Asia, and for today's video we're doing Pop-Tarts.
So first thing we're going to do is the pastry part of our Pop-Tart. Go ahead and grab 2 sticks of very cold butter and chop it up into cubes. Transfer them into a bowl and place it back into the fridge until we're ready to use it. Now before we continue, make sure everything is nice and precise measurements so you can get an amazing final product. In another bowl, we're going to grab 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and whisk that together. After you get that nice and incorporated, go ahead and add your cold butter. Now, take the butter and grind it into the flour. Make sure that the butter is into a pea size before you continue. We don't want any big chunks of butter in this recipe. Next, add 2 egg yolks and mix it up until it's all the way incorporated before you add your water. Go ahead and add a little bit of water at a time and mix it until you are able to form a ball. Pour it out onto a hard surface and half knead it until it's nice and smooth. Divide it into 2 halves, leaving you with 2 separate balls of dough. Go ahead and wrap them into plastic wrap and place them into the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and start on our fillings. So for the strawberry filling, you will need to slice 300 grams of fresh strawberries and place into a sauté pan. Sprinkle 200 grams of granulated sugar on top. Go ahead and mix it up and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. By this time, your strawberries should be nice and cooked. Go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1½ teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Once incorporated, remove it from the stove and let it cool down and blend it until it's nice and smooth. Alright, for the blueberry filling, you will need to place 90 grams of water into a saucepan. Go ahead and add 1 cup of blueberries and let them break down. In about 3 minutes, go ahead and mix it up and lower your heat and let it simmer for another minute or 2. Now, go ahead and add 4 teaspoons of granulated sugar, 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, and let it simmer until it turns into a nice thick consistency. Alright, back to our Pop-Tart. Go ahead and flour your surface and begin rolling out your dough and try to get it even as possible. Now, take your pizza cutter and shape them into your desired Pop-Tart size. If you have any extra dough, don't toss it because you can re-roll it and make more Pop-Tarts. Now, go ahead and brush your egg wash on the outer edges of your Pop-Tart because we don't want our filling to seep out. Alright, go ahead and add 1 spoonful of your filling in each Pop-Tart and make sure you spread it all around. Add the top part of the Pop-Tart and take a fork, make sure it's nice and floured, and crimp the edges of your dough. Once you have that done, go ahead and poke some holes to allow the air to come out during its cooking process. Now egg wash the top of your Pop-Tarts and place them into the oven that should be set to 375 for about 15 minutes. Once they come out of the oven, place them onto a cooling rack and let them cool completely before you begin to ice them. For the icing, you're going to need 1 cup of powdered sugar, a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and add just enough water, still making sure that the icing is a nice thick consistency. Alright, for the fun part. Go ahead and grab your Pop-Tarts, which should be nice and cooled, and add your icing. And don't forget to add the sprinkles or it wouldn't be a Pop-Tart.